Hello there, I'm Gavin Collins from NUI Galway's College of Science and Engineering and from the Galway Science and Technology Festival Organising Committee. Each year, the festival selects one person as Galway's Science Person of the Year. The award acknowledges the contributions of Galway's leaders and heroes in science, technology, engineering, maths, and in medicine. We're very lucky actually in Galway to have such a vibrant STEM environment. Our city is a medtech hub with the world's best companies calling here home from home. We have a major medical school training doctors from all over the world. Our engineers and biologists and computer scientists and mathematicians at NUI Galway and in GMIT are inventing the future right from here. We're changing and adapting Galway so it becomes one of the greenest places to live. And our remarkable teachers are constantly inspiring our young people to get interested in STEM and be tomorrow's leaders right here in Galway who will keep changing the world. So this year, the festival has selected as our Science Person of the Year someone who's been at the forefront of the challenge of our lives, the COVID-19 epidemic. This person has had a long career training young scientists and doctors and developing a world-class research group focused on infectious diseases and on antimicrobial resistance, which is a global challenge for all of humanity. This person has been the clinical lead for the HSE on controlling infection and antibiotic resistance in our healthcare system. So for his and his team's contribution to our national effort responding to the coronavirus pandemic, and for a hugely influential career in STEM, I'm delighted to announce that the Galway Science Person of the Year is Professor Martin Cormican. So earlier I caught up with Martin and we had a chat about his award. So Professor Martin Cormican, congratulations on your announcement as the Galway Science Person of the Year 2020. Thanks for joining me for this brief chat.
And thank you very much to you and to everyone for the award. It is a lovely thing to get an award from your colleagues in NUI Galway, and thank you very much.
So Martin, could you maybe tell our viewers a little bit about where you grew up and how you got into STEM and into medicine?
Well, I started life lucky in Clarenbridge in 1962, just about 10 miles outside Galway. I say lucky because even though my mother and father told me curiosity killed the cat, they always encouraged curiosity with books and answers. So I think I was hooked on this thing called science before I knew it was science, and certainly long before I heard about STEM. I was very fortunate with teachers that encouraged me. And then in medical school, which I started 40 years ago this year, made curiosity a way of life, which gave me the opportunity to learn and to teach and to research and to work with interesting people in lots of different parts of the world, hopefully doing mostly good things.
Well, congratulations indeed on your 40th year in STEM, Martin. Maybe you could tell the viewers a little bit about your current role in the HSE, what your career has you doing now, particularly with regard to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Yes, I'm happy to do that. Yeah, so my job is a Professor of Bacteriology in NUI Galway and a consultant microbiologist in Galway University Hospital. But in 2017, I was seconded from the university to lead a team we call the Antimicrobial Resistance and Infection Control Team for the HSE, trying to improve Ireland's control of antibiotic resistance and improve control of infection in the hospital. And so I happened to be in that role earlier this year when COVID struck, and it's been my privilege this year to work with a tremendous team of colleagues working to improve our ability to control COVID, to reduce the spread, particularly in healthcare settings, learning as we've gone, and it's been a real example of STEM in action. We've been learning about this virus and acting to control it all at the same time.
Okay, and finally then, Martin, we have a lot of younger viewers with us today, so perhaps you might have some message for them as to why careers in STEM might be an exciting thing to think about in the future.
Yeah, and it has been exciting for me for 40 years. And in some respects, this year sums up STEM for me, knowing that there are gaps in our knowledge, knowing that there is uncertainty, and dealing with all of the fear and concerns that there are around COVID, still knowing that measurement, experiment, evidence, and reason are the best tools that we have to manage our options in any situation. I think STEM gives you those tools, that way of thinking that helps you to manage the situation. But we also have to remember that STEM is not enough on its own, because you have to know what your options are, but there's also that element of what's right and what's fair. And bringing all of that together is what we try to do. We do better some days. There are days when we could have done better, but those are the best tools we have. And working in STEM for me, and I think for our younger viewers today, it gives you the opportunity to stay curious, to stay learning, and to stay fascinated for many years. Because, as I said at the start, 40 years ago this year, I started in STEM, never regretted it, never been bored. And it's great to be able to make a living doing something about which you can say you've never been bored, and you're still fascinated.
Well, indeed, and I think that's a really great message to everybody watching. So thanks once again, Martin, for joining me for this short chat, and many congratulations again on your announcement as Galway's Science Person of the Year 2020.
And thank you again. It's a real honor, and I'm very grateful to everybody for the award. Thank you.